welcome to the Midnight Ride. Interesting week last week, one with some collusion. We're going to talk about that. And, got a big week this week against Jordan. See you, GHole. All right, welcome everybody to the Winners Lounge. We are back. Hey, I like that. My bed's over there because, I'm going to be staying here a while. Another week, another win, 7 and dos. The other 2 losses we won't chat about. But this is an important week. Got a big week against Jordan, GHole. After a week of collusion. That's right, there was collusion on Sunday. These rules are being put apart and thrown together, and it seems, especially from the discussion from the chat, that there is some collusion, because I saw a chat that said that basically, oh, wait, you know what? I'm just going to put down here, all right? That our commissioner saw who he was playing, and so he decided to make the trade. And then Brissett had a really good game. We are very lucky, all right, that my team is just so good that they can score so many points. And I can even leave people like Geno Smith on the bench. Everyone was hating that trade. With 45 points, okay? I am really the class of the league. And again, there is proof, okay? Yeah, the commissioner, after trying to cheat me, he gave me some success. But I digress. This is a week. A fun week. As GHole's team is a little bit in the struggle bus. He made some moves. But I still think I'm going to get him this week. I'll show you how. All right, this week, before we get started with it, let's look at last week. Last week was a beatdown, 245. Had to do everything I could to win because, Jacoby Brissett had 37 points on Monday Night Football. That Cowboys defense is so bad. But, basically a mediocre game from most of the rest of his players. Chase Brown had a good game. Another trade on the day of, I must say. If you take out the people that he actually traded on the day of, his team maybe scores like 130. Okay, so, we've already moved on, but I'm continuing it, okay? My team, Brock Bowers, 53 points. Herbert and Jones had a mediocre game, but you know what? That's fine. He's still pretty strong, 25. JSN had 21, 22 points before halftime, and so a lot of high scores, some little bit of luck, but I think that DJ Moore is, this is going to be that's not going to be his true ceiling or floor. You know what I'm saying. It's not going to be his floor, but, I see him now going 15 to 20 points now, the way they're using him, running, passing, throwing, all the stuff. So I think it's going to be a really big day for DJ Moore going forward. And looking at going forward, CJ Stroud is out right now, still in concussion protocol. If he plays, if he doesn't, GHole's already made amends by going in and getting some backups through the waiver wire, especially even with his tight end. I was really, really upset to hear about Tucker Kraft. I love him. He's beaten me in multiple leagues. And, to not have to play against him this week is really disheartening. Really, really upset about it. But Tracy is on your team from our trade against the Chicago defense. That'll be tough. Buffalo and Miami game with your main running back. I don't know if there'll be a big game for him. I mean, he does catch the ball a lot, so maybe he does. Maybe he has a humongous game. And then you've filled in some holes. I don't know if you'll start Higgins now. So I don't think this is his main optimum score. We'll say he's probably in the 130s. My team is in the 150s. I've got a strong team, even with 3 Chargers on the field. So against that Pittsburgh defense on Sunday night, doesn't make me feel very comfortable. But what does make me comfortable is Daniel Jones against Atlanta defense. Even though it is in the morning, I don't, I don't know. Maybe my quarterbacks are in a good situation. Maybe I should start um, Geno on Thursday night against Denver. Gosh, I have a lot of bad matchups. But, even Williams against San Francisco and Jacobs against Philly, he could nip me this week, but my team is still very, very strong, and I think his team is very weak right now going into it. We'll see. Maybe Sam Darnold will make me eat my words on that trade. Maybe he won't. But we are moving into a humongous playoff update from the Midnight Ride. 7-2, 7-2 are in the top of the league. Mr. Gee has the advantage, obviously, because he beat me. After this week, if I win, it's basically I locked up playoffs because I'm 200 points ahead of anyone that's between 8 through 12. And with only that many games to go, it's a lock for me. It's a lock for some people in the top. But as people have said in the chat, a lot of things can happen. A lot of 4 and 5 and 5 and 4 teams. It's going to be interesting going down to the deadline. Right now, it is a playoff matchup, myself versus GHole this week, which is going to be fun. We have, of course, King of Kingdoms and Hey Guys at the 3 and the 6. And then Hertz and Purple Morning. They are going to be your 4 and 5 with Gee, of course, like we said, with the bye. Right now, Razor's Edge is 15 points behind, with D-House being almost 30 points behind to get into that number 7 spot. But everything looks good. Nothing has to be changed from our actual rankings, so that's good to see. And this week is going to be very interesting. I'm excited to see a lot of 5 and 4 and 4 or 5 teams play against each other, and excited to win against Mr. GHole. But before we go into the final countdown, let's go to my man. He's back, Mr. JJ McCarthy. A week off and the ride has treated me well. Another week, another win, and my division is getting ill. This week I get another lifeline, as GHole's team is hurt, and CD is on a bye. But this week, I will digress and give you a callback from last year's success. GHole, 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 GHole. Honestly, Midnight will win with this trade. He wish he had Geno back. There ain't no other QB other than the Jets running back. Say no more, Midnight is the very best. GHole, 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 GHole. All right, thank you, Mr. McCarthy. Love the callback. Looking forward to another week to hopefully win, and maybe Gee loses and I get the number 1 spot finally back. I don't think Gee's definitely going to win out the rest of the season. His division is way too tough for him to win out the last 3 games, but only 2 games before we go back to the division, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited for another win, and I hope you're excited for week number 10. Can you believe it? We're already at week 10. That's awful. But week 10, ready to go. We'll see you this week, Jordan, because you're going down, because you're getting close to stroke up.